Hello, my name is Justin Juber, and I'm a presidential candidate for United Forces. Just wanted to come out on some of the positions in which our platforms are. Number 1, Halo Army. Gus stated that Halo Army should not be allied. We have been insulted by its owner and some members too much. But I do not think that we should go to war either. We should just ally with their enemies. 2 problems. First one is that Chris already declared war via an MSN message. I will locate the message and I will post it on the forum just to show you. And the second one is we can ally with their enemies, but I believe that we should have our own strong allies, such as Royal Army, who is now known as Air Force HQ. Foreign Affairs. Gus states, we should focus more on looking for allies than trying to wait for them to come and ask us. Come on, that's everyone's answer, Gus, and you know it. However, the only problem is getting to the allies. For example, we can't just walk up to an army and say, hey, do you want to ally? We can't. It won't work. We have to work our way up and possibly get some spies into the army and see if it's worth allying or not. Pay, Gus agrees that it should be on Thursday and that it should be at 9 o'clock. Eastern time. I agree with that, and I actually enacted that after talking to Becky about the issue. We both agreed that it'll be best on Thursday because it's the only time that she and I can both be on at the same time, just in case there's an issue. Training. Training should be perfected to the maximum. It is the second most important part of a member in United Forces, the most important being experience. Good. Excellent. We all agree that training should be increased. However, it's really hard to find really good trainers. Now, what I think we should do is increase the amount that we train people. Train sergeants 5 or 6 times about how to train. Transfers. Gus states we should definitely allow transfers, but from allied armies only. Transfers are a part of any army growth, but there should be a max rank to which one could be transferred, because it is not fair for the current members. Max rank will be rank 66, which is room control. Agree to that to a certain extent. Always only allies can transfer, never neutral or enemy armies. The only problem is enemy army personnel can easily, and I mean very easily, go to, let's say, Air Force HQ, get in there, then ask to be transferred to United Forces. And the only way that we can verify is going by Air Force HQ and seeing that. Habitable terrorism is something that we can't deal with. However, it does tie into transfers. For example, let's say we transfer someone from Roy Air Force HQ, and let's say his rank was general there. I'm not sure of their ranks. Let me just put down this paper. So, we transfer him, but then later we find out that he's a member of Halo Army's HACT team. Then that'll be a problem, because what if he is able to access and gain rights? You know, I'm only one person, and even though I typically only give rights to people I trust, what if for some reason he gains rights? That's why I think our allies should be very, very limited. Or not our allies. Our transfer should be very, very limited into what we can and cannot transfer. Gus states that he is a Republican candidate, and he will work to accommodate your needs while you work in this army. Most people know me, and his background is whatever's on this paper. He was part of the revolt from Halo Army to United Forces, but only a minimalistic part. For example, he did revolt, and he did give us some furniture, but it took us a while after we revolted. But he did. He did run HA for more than 7 months, and I'm gonna say he was very good at what he did. But he and I even disagreed at that time about the issues. That's why I went to the other army. What was that called? HAF, Halo Air Force, which is once again dead in the water. So as you know, these are my personal opinions on these issues. If you have any questions about this, you can always just PM me. You all should know how. And once again, vote smart. vote Juber for president.